If you have not like and subscribe, please do that. Like and subscribe. Also, if you have any questions, do comment below. I always reply to all the comments. And yeah, feel free to ask anything you have. And also, if you have any video ideas, comment below and I'll make a video on it. So today's topic is how to double your money, the rule of 72. We're gonna deep dive into how you can double your money, the rule of 72. And you need a patience in stock market. A lot of people I see, they are always looking for like 70-80% returns, right? That is unsustainable. You cannot really repeat that again. You can probably do, if you have really small account, you have 500, 1000, you can just get some calls and make that. But in long run, uh, basically you should target is try to beat the SPY and QQQ. That's all that should be. And also, even if you are day trading and whatnot, you should have your at least a major portfolio where you basically buy a growth stocks or ETF or whatever. If you are really good at picking stocks, growth stocks, or whatever stocks you think are really good. If not, you should actually always analyze like what's your performance better than SPY and QQQ, right? Major indexes. Was it better? If it's better, keep doing that. You are beating the market. That's great. If not, maybe 1 year is not a great time, but if you are not performing better in terms of SPY and QQQ for 2-3 years, maybe you should start thinking seriously just buying ETF and forget about it. I think that would be a great that will basically help you in the long run. So today's topic is how to double your money, right? The rule of 72. So what is rule of 72 is basically is like at what percentage, right? In how many years you will double your money, and that depends upon the what's your annual. If you look at the, like, let's say QQQ for last 10 years, QQQ had written about 12 to 15%. I think it was 12. So how many numbers it takes, that's a nice calculator I found online. Calculator soup, you can just type rule of 72 calculator and you can see that, right? It will take at 12% rate, it will take you, basically you divide 72 by 12 and you get 6, right? Actually it is 6.12, but it's kind of rounding, I guess. So 6 years, right? You double your money 6 years. So think about it, right? A lot of people are thinking short term. You have to think long term. So if you think about it, let's say you are in 20s, right? You started investing. You don't even need to invest a big amount, right? You are at 20s. So in 6 years you double your money, right? So let's say you are 20 years old, right? And you don't have much money. Let's say you started with like 5k or 10k, right? Maybe just start with your stimulus money. So if you had a stimulus money, 1200 last time, 600, so maybe 2k, right? 2k, 2k, right? And now you are at 20, right? uh, let's you double your money every 6 years, right? So I'll do is just add your years. 26, 30, yeah, that's good. You are right. Yeah, your 2k will be basically I have to just do 2000, 4, 8, yeah. Look at that. If you just put, it's all about the compounding. And here you are not even trading, you are just putting in a SPY or QQQ. But look at that, you're literally 2000 stimulus check. When you are 80 or even 70, it's what, 204,000, right? Or is it? Yeah. Oh yeah, wow, it's more than that. It's 512 and it's million, it's $2 million, right? So think about it. So even if you're not like looking that, even if you look at it 68, it's almost a $500,000. You just literally, you did not even added any money. It's 2000. That's the power of compounding. Most people, what they do is they're looking for quick gain, right? It's going to be really hard and very few people can do it. Most people will not be doing I mean, it's almost impossible for anybody to get 100% year over year, right? I mean, if you can do that, basically you are doubling. Like if you think about, you can do 100% year over year, we can kind of see how the growth looks. but let's say you double, right? So you started with 2000, and basically you do double every year. So you double this, so you double that. So think about in 30 years, this is 3, so we're gonna look at 30. Look at that. In like 25 years, you are like, what is this? uh, it's like 83 billion or something, right? So think about, do you think you are like you're gonna make it 83 billion with 2000? Probably not. A very slim chances. I'm not saying you cannot, but right. So it's you gotta be realistic, right? You see, like all the people kind of 100%, 500, like you cannot repeat it. Yes, you may have a great like this years were crazy, and I've seen a lot of people's making 200, 300% easy. Even I had better than that, but you cannot do. I cannot do. Nobody can do that, right? This was just the exceptional year, but in the long run, you cannot do that. So you gotta remember that, right? So those are, so you got to think about in terms of doubling, right? How you can double your money, right? You're 20 started, 26 you double that, 32 you double that, 38 you double that. So basically, if you cannot beat the market, just buy SPY and QQQ. If you can beat the market, great, you can kind of double before, I mean even before, so that's great. So that's about right. And I was just kind of looking at it so even if you do just with the 10,000, we already did with 2000, 10,000, and let's say you are 20s and 60, 70, right? 70 is pretty decent. That's a average life expectancy about 80, so you still have 10 years left. And if you thinking of withdrawing or whatever in 70s, and if you can make it like 12, 15%, very conservative, not even like, not gonna say conservative, but decent percentage, right? And we are compounding, we are not even adding any money in it. In 50 years you will have $10 million, right? $10 million. So that's a good chunk where you started with 10. So the game of the name of the game is you have to think about long terms. Also, there's a nice graph. A lot of people, what people they're thinking linearly, right? Money does not grow linearly, it compounds, right? So look at that. For up to 20, 25 years, you just have like 200, 200. It's still a great amount, but look at that. On the last few years, it just will go parabolic, right? Almost like 10 million, like you're making million, million, million in this last few years. So that's how the money goes parabolic. Actually, if you look at Warren Buffett net worth by age, you can probably see that. If you look at Warren Buffett's, yeah, so yeah, look at that. Warren Buffett actually made most of his money uh, uh, right around when he was like 50, 50. So look at that. Before it's same 5,000, 6,000, 10,000. In fact, at 19 years old, he had just $10,000. So 20, then 26, he made 140. By 30 he was a millionaire, but look at that. By 83 he was worth 58 point whatever billion. I think he's way more than that probably right now, but you get the idea, right? So you have to be patient. You have to be like have one investment account put there, and put some money every month. That's how you make money in the stock market. Thank you. If you have any question or comment, let me know. That's it for today. Thanks.